Opportunity cost is a benefit or value of the next best option for strategic planning. In order to evaluate the opportunity cost, the company has to consider the cost and benefits of other options available. One example could be buying a pen. My decision could be based on a good brand, better grip for writing, variety size of lead, and the prices. Suppose I decide to purchase a 0.5 mm lead pen. My opportunity costs were the pricing, brand, and the grip. Marginal benefit is the highest cost a customer is willing to pay for the additional goods and services or satisfaction when purchasing. Marginal benefit will decrease when there is an increase in purchase of the unit. One example could be purchasing a cold bottle of water on a humid day. A bottle costs $1 from a 7-Eleven store. I feel that since it's such a humid weather, it would be worth it to buy $3 worth of water bottles to be fully hydrated and cooled down. After purchasing a bottle, I feel slightly cooled down, but another bottle will worth $2. So I decide to buy another bottle, but after finishing it, I felt very hydrated and cooled down. Another bottle will cost me $1 worth of enjoyment. However, I decide to pass it. Overall, this example shows how our perception of benefit can change as we continue to consume and impact our decisions on a daily basis, like buying a bottle of water. Compared to marginal benefit that impacts a customer, marginal cost impacts the producer's decisions. Marginal cost is the price of adding one more unit in the production. It helps to decide if it is worth producing one more unit. One example could be producing a bag. Producing one more bag will need extra variable costs but not fixed costs. Marginal costs include the cost of more equipment and space that the producer has to consider. Moreover, marginal cost helps us to find the break-even point of the cost of goods produced is equal to cost of goods sold. Overall, marginal cost helps production companies to not overspend while profiting as much as they can. The policy intervention is the government seeing the aging population as a rising issue. So as a countermeasure, more hospitals are built for society. I'll be using the scientific method for economics to evaluate the effectiveness of policy intervention. An phenomenon has been observed where GST is increasing due to the increase of the elderly population. The Ministry of Finance, MOF, keeps it sufficient by investing in the future of Singapore and ensuring an equity and progressive fiscal system for the society's needs. What does MOF spend on? Firstly, public goods and infrastructure such as HDB for businesses to propagate indefinitely. Secondly, MOF invests in the education for stronger economic growth. Lastly, invest in the security and defense of Singapore. As an example, in 2010, MOF spent $20 billion on social spending, which are education and health. In 2019, they spent $37 billion. So MOF spends to increase the quality, access, and affordability of healthcare. Therefore, an hypothesis has been developed where there is a requirement to build more healthcare due to the aging population. So with these plans, the government decides to construct a health campus to battle with the aging population. Singapore seniors can have a greater assurance in healthcare. Woodlands Health Campus, which is built with a cost of $740 million for a better delivery of healthcare for the north side of Singapore. The government decides to utilize Woodlands as an opportunity to build Woodlands Health due to Woodlands having huge empty fields and forested areas in Woodlands North and Woodlands Central. From this opportunity, the hospital can now have a whopping space of 256,170 square meters that can fit up to 1,800 beds. Based on the evidence given, it supports the hypothesis that more healthcare is needed to keep up with the rise in the aging population. The effect of higher prices will have a lower demand is when there is a price increase on the demand. Consumers have a budget of their own and are willing to purchase goods that are within their means, or if they are willing to purchase the current price of the goods. There is a law of demand effect when there is an inverse correlation of the price and quantity demand, where if there is a price increase, the quantity demand will decrease, such as to say that if it's more expensive, less people will buy. If there is a price increase for new sets of lash extensions, there will be a change of quantity demanded and movement along the demand curve. The demand curve will move to the left as the demand decreases. Factors that can affect the price increase include the lash tag is being more experienced, using better quality of lashes and lash glue, and provides more complex designs. However, when the price increases, it usually means that the demand is higher than the supply or the supply decreases. Factors that contribute to demand increase can be during special occasions or when the lash tag promotes her lashes at discounted price. As supplies decreases, it can be cutting costs or changing suppliers. There will be a movement along the supply curve while it will shift to the right when the supply falls. Generally, the price of complements add value to the product compared to substitutes. Hence, there may be a more demand for price of complement for specific purposes, while consumers may look for substitutes that perform the same results.